Oh, people don't like me, especially women. Women despise me.
Here it is. What do you know?
It's because my mother didn't like me.
True.
My mother didn't like me, so
You know who women do despise?
well.
Gotta have time to masturbate.
Well, I think it kind of speaks for itself. He just goes completely anti-science. I
Pageant
pay
wave.
money for naughty favors.
Pageant wave.
Mushroom toy.
Because
Oh,
that mushroom head
belated.
seems to get in the way.
I'm a good girl, I am.
She was what the kids would call a slut, which is a terrible thing to say, but apparently there's no denying she was one.
I want to apologize to all of you for what happened in there. In our competition for ratings, we all lost sight of why we got into show business in the first place.
Yeah, titties and beer.
I guess he's not being charged.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Fate Alive. I am the J-Town.
I am your Miss Parker.
And I am, I don't know.
He's fucking pissed. I say your moratorium on swearing ends today. There's a moratorium on your moratorium.
Yeah, talk to Grandpa Kush. After that, fired up. So.
Wir haben douchebag.
Yeah, all right. So union busting is happening here, like right up the road. I talked to my dad about that today.
Union busting.
The Richmond Chevron refinery.
I know. I grew up downwind of that and probably have cancer in my
That's what I was
future.
gonna
I'm pretty
say,
sure
yeah.
it killed my mother.
Yep, there we go.
Anyway, go ahead.
Class action lawsuit. But yeah, apparently they're paying the San Pablo Police Department to work up to $200 an hour worth of overtime to run traffic out of the
So Chevron's paying the cops. Oh God, conflict of interest much?
Ironically, I talked to Grandpa Kush and he was like, I was just reading a book about how the Pinkertons are about to open fire. Like he had gotten to the part of the book where the union busting was happening. So that stuff is happening right up the road, like
where I grew up.
Yeah.
Where my cancer came from. My future cancer. My
So,
mother's cancer came from.
Chevron refineries, Pinkertons, like they're paying these cops instead of paying the people that
Instead of paying their taxes, no doubt.
But the people that are striking and it's
it doesn't sound like it should be it's legal. It sounds really dirty.
Illegal. Penis arm, we're going to get to that later.
Okay.
All right. So the speculations.
Spookulation.
I wrote that because
you made up a word.
Because
good on you.
Well, because apparently the newbie Ketanji Jamal Brown is being basically they're saying she's the one that leaked it.
Not
of course. Right? Blame the black lady. Right? Don't blame.
Oh, I read that. She's the leaker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her initiation into the
course.
Supreme Court is she gets blamed for everything that goes wrong.
3
New guy, it's her fault.
Yeah.
It's Ketanji Brown Jackson.
New 101
Ketanji Brown Jackson is her name.
Hey, I will practice it until I get it right.
Okay.
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Good job. Okay.
Actually, I think it's Ketanji Jackson Brown.
No. It's Brown Jackson.
See, it's a really tough one to get. So, abortion.
So what's this guy?
You see this smiling douchebag?
I see a pile of shit that's got some white lines in it. That's about what I'm seeing right now.
We're going to get to him in a minute.
But in the meantime, speaking of douchebags and...
In one of the holiest things that I hate that people do is this.
At me like that. She's a chubby girl. She's got a dress on that's appropriate. It comes down to about top of her knees.
So you're sitting here calling me fat?
Oh, you don't think you are?
No, because
She's fat. That woman this woman is fat. Initially, I thought that this was the victim right here.
Shout out. Do I get to donkey punch this woman?
Yes.
This is our new segment. Do I get to donkey punch this lady?
Yes.
Just a boom. Like what?
You asked me that question. Ask me that again.
Sorry. No. You get
Ask me that question again.
I don't have to. And don't swear at me like that. I do. That's your problem. I do give. But you don't. Obviously. Don't come back on that stage with those shorts. I'm warning you.
You dirty, dirty harlot slut whore. Yeah.
She made this girl cry by body shaming her in the bathroom, no
Wow.
less. That's a really low blow. Confronting somebody in the bathroom. They're just there to take a piss.
You're not going back out there with those shorts. This lit my day.
You?
Like,
who are you? Who?
Read my name.
I see that, but who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to do? No, get the out of my face!
yeah,
Quit swearing at me.
Get out!
dude, I've been in that bathroom. I've been like, what's going on? And I would have thrown that.
And that fucking
I
Karen
probably
would have said,
thrown her at
get
the
out of the
toilet.
ladies' room.
I would have thrown her in a toilet.
Oh, swirly. Triple swirly.
Dude, you do not do that.
I am 19 years old and I can do whatever I want!
Really?
Yes!
Try it.
Try it. I'm gonna walk away sternly and do nothing. Like nothing. There's nothing you can do. I feel for this. And this is happening all over the country. And then you got people like this. You got your little Madison Cawthorns.
No, what about, don't you want to show the religious boy in the next video after this one?
Which one is that?
It's the same video you had up there
Oh,
with the Karen,
I know,
but there's a
clicked through it
Kevin.
too fast.
There's a Kevin.
Okay, we got 7 minutes. I'm just dying to get.
Okay, so go to Kevin. Kevin on 1. Okay, keep going. Now go. There's Kevin.
There's Kevin. This is great. Chode, as we would call it.
Well,
Kindly.
take young.
I'm at the beach in my bathing suit.
That's a thought.
Looking fine, I imagine.
Bathing
Take
suit,
young
sir.
eyes into consideration. They don't need to see pornography, right?
We're not coming up to you, bothering you. Please go away.
You're flaunting your stuff.
I'm not flaunting anything. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
You look around and you're the only thing that sticks out because your whole body.
Okay, well, why are you looking at me?
But here's the thing: there's free will.
What a chat.
There's freedom of speech.
You don't like it.
What a Kevin.
And if men of God don't stand up,
There we
then
go.
our society's gonna go down.
Here you go.
There's no
Men of God.
Man, I don't believe that dude's getting laid a lot.
I would say incel. I'm ready to go there.
If he probably already has kids from a marriage he didn't want and an abortion he couldn't get.
She was probably asleep, passed out, drunk, or roofied.
This guy.
Atheist, sorry. Yeah, same.
Okay, that's if you're an atheist, that doesn't mean you have to, show your body off. You can still put clothes on.
Again, another example of where I would have come in with what is called a donkey punch. Okay, right to the base of the skull, lean fully into it. And you have every right to do that. If you hear a woman say to a man, "Get away from me,"
Yeah.
you have every right.
Unless he
to
goes,
just-
unless he obeys and goes away, then leave him alone.
Well, then I would miss, because I would be angry.
You'd make sure he had something to remember the whole
I would've
incident by.
missed, but
Yeah.
yeah, like, this is going on in the world right now.
I can't with you.
I'm speaking truth. Your body will never ever satisfy.
Please.
The physical never ever satisfy. There's a longing.
It will
in your
never
heart
satisfy
to actually
you.
be seen. The reason why you're
They're
showing
laughing
your
at
body
him.
is
That's cool. That's very empowering because they're just laughing at him.
I
He's
love women's
such-
empowerment. Look, this is it's time for you guys to just lash out. Like how long do you think Roe v. Wade is gonna, if it's gonna fall apart? When you guys just stop giving up the pussy, it will last like that. Like, it will
will
be 1
disappear.
second.
But they're not. That's the problem. You
No.
can't get enough people to get on board with
Well,
this.
I mean, Republicans, they sleep with their mistresses. I mean, that's what I heard. People are saying that Republicans sleep with their mistresses, not with their wives.
And their mistresses probably can't get pregnant because they
Also,
have
some
dicks.
people
Did you
say-
hear what I just said? Their
Yeah.
mistresses can't get pregnant because they have dicks.
Oh, that's cool. She's calling you gay.
Madison Cawthorn.
Not gay. This guy.
Not at all. No. Straight arrow right there.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what you guys want to say about this, but I'm making light of the fact that women are actually losing their rights, which is both to me and Grandpa Kush just ridiculous.
I know Grandpa Kush fought hard.
It just doesn't make any sense to us.
I want to point out, we talked about this earlier and I've talked about it before, but in case you haven't heard it, if Roe v. Wade is reversed, and already in many states right now,
They have those trigger laws. Yeah.
a corpse has more rights than a pregnant woman, because if you are on life support and there's no hope for you, and the doctors all say, you can pull the plug. If there are no family members there and that person doesn't have an advance directive, they can't donate their organs, cannot be taken to save a life. That corpse is given more respect than a woman, because nobody can be compelled to save another life with their own body. And that's the principle behind the law, that you can't just harvest organs from a dead person.
Right.
But they're saying that a woman should be forced to use her body to sustain life.
You're talking about 1849, son. You're talking about laws that were enacted in the 1930s, 100 years ago. 1840, like, dude,
that's 200 years
you
ago.
just
almost.
can't tell women what to do. I know. I
can't
try all the time.
Yeah,
doesn't work.
Doesn't work. You can't compel anyone to use their own body to preserve someone else's life. And your argument would be you should have kept your damn legs closed. Well, my argument is you should have kept your fucking penis in your fucking
We're
pants.
still talking about this.
I know. I know. Why the hell are we still talking about this?
I would have thought it would have been like this if you would have given me a list of things. Oh, we're going to be talking about coronavirus killing 1 million people. We're going to talk about, millions.
Okay.
If we're going to talk about us or an earthquake or a fucking meteor that hit the ground, like, I'm good with that. I got that. But you're like, oh, we're talking about women's reproductive rights.
Here's what I think.
And I'm like,
well, I was 7 years old when
the meteor?
I was 7 years old when Roe v. Wade was passed. I was not part of the battle. Maybe now I'm supposed to be part of the battle.
I'm beginning to wish I was aborted.
I've had similar thoughts.
Actually, I wish my brother was aborted. No, it was fine. But yeah.
But like I said, maybe it's all the girls that grew up having other people fight for them. Maybe it's our turn now. Maybe it's time for me to do some fighting and some civil disobedience.
Well, you are doing it.
No, I'm not doing civil disobedience.
Well,
how about some uncivil disobedience? I'm
happy to help you with that.
You want to do the uncivil stuff?
Over the civil stuff mostly. But we here at KROT and Nothing Yet Live have hope. Jackson Tyne and Tammy Tyne are out in Crawford Ranch, Colorado, constantly working on improving the sustainability of their farms. They care about the environment. They care about climate change. And most of all, they care about you.
They care about women's rights, too. Hopecraft CBDs is more than 11 years in the making. They make salves, tinctures, massage oils, and delicious candy that help chill you out when you're having a fucking aneurysm about
Jackson,
our rights being taken away.
What's Tammy got to say about this? Let's get her on the air.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
I bet she's
Visit hopext.com, and that's HOPEXT.com.
enter
Tell them
promo code STFUJ for theoretically up to 30%.
Tell him to get with the lube, and tell Tammy we want her on the air
Yeah.
to talk about this
Oh,
shit.
yeah. I bet she's got an opinion.
Yeah, no doubt.
No women doesn't. No women doesn't.
No
Damn
women
it.
doesn't.
Damn
That's
it.
okay. They know what you
No
mean.
woman doesn't. Hey, I wanted to talk about this guy.
Well, we can talk about him in the next
All
segment.
right, we'll be back in a moment. I'm Legit.
I am your Miss Parker.
This
And is nothing yet live.